Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another YouTube video. So we are now 3.5 weeks out. Okay, so today is a Thursday. It's a rest day for me. So this video, I'm going to take you through what I do on a rest day. It's also my busiest client check-in day as well. So we're going to take you through a little bit of the coaching side on this one. I'm going to go through my rest day meals and kind of what I do on a rest day. So first thing, I get up quite early. I woke up hungry, so that's why I'm up early. So it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna have my Hydromax. For my electrolytes, it's been really hot this past week in the UK. So I'm gonna have my Hydromax, which I normally do first thing anyway, just to bring my hydration back, get everything normal there, so I'm not dehydrated. Have my morning sups. And then we've got 50 minutes now on the bike. So I'm gonna do 50 minutes fasted on the bike, do a bit of stretching like I always do afterwards. I've been getting really tight around my hips. And then I'm gonna probably do some steps. And then we normally crack on with my check-in day around between 9 and 10. So all of my clients have to check in before 12 o'clock. So I normally get started around between 9 and 10. So a lot of them have already checked in nice and early, and then people kind of check in just before 12. So it just gives me a nice runway of a work block. So a lot of today is just behind the laptop. I've got some calls later, so I like to do the majority of what I need to do first thing. So my cardio, half of my steps first thing, as a lot of today is just going to be sat down at the laptop. But yeah, we're gonna go do my cardio, we're gonna take you through my meals, take you through my check-in process. So yeah, this video isn't gonna be as exciting as the last one with all the food, but it just gives you an insight on what a rest day looks like and what my normal food looks like at 3.5 weeks out. Yes guys, so that is cardio done. As you can see, absolutely dripping. So with your cardio, keep it as intense as possible. Like, it's not just going through the motions, it's actually putting in the work and getting your heart rate up and burning as many calories. So apply the same intensity with your cardio as you do your training. So leave it dripping. No one enjoys cardio. I hate cardio, but it has to be done if you want results at the end of the day. So that is cardio done. I'm gonna do a few rounds of posing, stretch, shower, and then probably go into meal one because I'm absolutely starving. Okay guys, that's the kind of morning routine done. Very tight. Did legs yesterday and always really tight around my hips, my hamstrings, my adductors. They were cramping when I was posing. So yeah, it's a daily ritual now to stretch. in my old age. But yeah, we're going to grab meal one now. I'm going to talk you through it, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, meal one. So as you just saw me make it up, so we have 80 grams of oats, we have 15 gram of dark chocolate, 60 gram of chocolate whey protein, and then we have some pink salt in there, and then we have 100 gram of strawberries. So this meal is my absolute go-to meal. Okay, so I have this year round, just in larger amounts. As you can see, I've got a smaller bowl. I normally have my big kind of off-season bowl, a big glass bowl, but now we're obviously deeper into prep and it's a smaller bowl. Well, smaller amount. I use a smaller bowl to make it seem like more. But yeah, that's how I kind of make it. So I just boil the kettle, pour it over everything. Not too much water, just get the right kind of texture of it. I don't know how well you can see it. It probably looks like shit on here. But you just let it all soak up together, and then cut the strawberries up in there, and all the juices from the strawberries get in there as well. So this is just the perfect meal for fat loss and health in general. So we've got the oats in there. So single ingredient obviously are just oats. Oats are a slow release carbohydrate, so these are going to give me energy for the next 3 to 4 hours, instead of like a sugary kind of cereal where you're going to have a spike in your insulin and then a crash. The oats, they're just like a slow release, so they slowly give you energy throughout the next 3 to 4 hours. The dark chocolate obviously is a healthy fat, so I use the caramel dark chocolate. So not you just box standard dark chocolate. I'm not really a fan of it, so people who don't like dark chocolate, I understand, because I'm the same. But if you get the caramel one, absolutely banging. Doesn't taste like dark chocolate at all. So I've got the dark chocolate in there for your fats. The protein, so I use 2 scoops of chocolate whey protein. So obviously I'm a bigger guy, my protein intake needs to be higher, so I have 2 scoops in there. You can use 1 depending on how much protein you're getting in. So I use 2 scoops of chocolate protein, and then the berries. So obviously the protein is there to keep me full, to recover the muscles, etc. Protein should be in every single meal. And then the strawberries are volume, so your high volume food. So literally in 100 gram of strawberries, there's 30 calories, nothing at all. And it's just going to basically expand in your gut and make you feel fuller than you actually are for what you've actually got calorie wise. So that's the reason the strawberries in there as well. So this is my absolute go-to. A little bit of pink salt to help with hydration, and just that little sweet taste as well. Really, really good. So this is how I make my oats. Literally just boil the kettle, takes 5 minutes, pour it on, let it set for 2 or 3 minutes, and then you just get a nice consistency like this. And this is literally my favorite meal of the day. So if you don't like oats, you're probably not making it right. So give this a try. But yeah, this meal works out at 631 calories. I'll put the macros on the screen for you. But this is my meal 1, so post cardio. So this is my go-to meal year round. I cannot wait for off season when my food goes up, because this is going to go to like 120 gram of oats. We have peanut butter in there as well, more dark chocolate, more berries. So it's just a big bowl, and it's amazing. So yeah, this is my meal 1. I'm going to get stuck into this now, and then have a shower, because I haven't had one yet. And then we're going to go into my client check-ins. Okay, so this is my little setup. So obviously we've got the Mac, and then we've got the big screen as well. So obviously today is my main client check-in day. So I'm going to run you through kind of why we do this and what we typically do within this. So the main check-in day is today for majority of my clients. I also do them on Friday and a few on Saturday as well. So we do these twice a week. So we have a main check-in day at the back end of the week, and then we have an accountability check-in on a Monday. So my clients are checking in twice a week just to keep them accountable to their goals, basically. So they have a check-in form they have to fill out, and then we track everything like progress wise. So they'll send me their weight with measurements, photos, training performance, sleep, energy, all that sort of stuff. So we're tracking literally everything, and then this is where I as a coach make changes when we need to. So if someone's kind of plateaued with their fat loss journey and the weight's holding, this is where I then make changes accordingly to where they are in their journey. If their clients struggling mentally or they've had a stressful week, this is where I've brought on another member of staff, my personal development and mindset coach now. So if someone is struggling mentally and I've got a lot of stress on, I can pass them over to my personal development and mindset coach. So every kind of base is covered within the coaching process. So they'll send me the check-in form. So everyone's kind of pretty much checked in already. It's about 10 o'clock. So a lot of them are checked in already. I still get a few just before 12 as well, the late check-in ones. But so they'll check in, and then I'll go through their check-in form. So I'll give them a video feedback. So I'll basically be explaining if I'm changing anything. So if I'm making small tweaks to the diet, small tweaks to the training, and I'll be explaining why we're doing this, why we're doing that, and just to keep them motivated and making sure that they're still doing the right thing and they're still ticking all the boxes, and just to keep them on track, basically. So the accountability side of things and the check-in side of things is so underrated within any type of fitness journey. To stay actually accountable to your goals, it's one of the most underrated parts of the coaching service. Like, anyone can have the best diet plan, the best training plan, but are you being kept accountable to it? So this is where I'm very big on accountability. So 2 check-ins a week. There's no room for people slacking, because I'm going to know if they've stuck to it or not. So the check-in process is a very key part of the coaching service, and I'm very, very big on keeping people accountable. So we're going to crack on. Hey mate, hope you're good. Really, really good week, mate. You're in a very good spot. You're in a good groove with everything. So training is so fucking good, your words. Found strength you didn't know you had. So this is very, very good, mate. Okay, so 25 minutes post weights, and then we're going to do 35 on a rest day. Okay, so increase by 5 minutes your fasted cycle on your rest day, 2 rest days, and then 25 minutes on your training days now, so an extra 5 minutes after sessions. So great week this week, obviously after being away on holiday, come back, got straight back to it. £2 down this week. I need to bring the water up, mate. That's probably why we are feeling very hungry as well, because we're not drinking enough with it. So 2 litres a day is just not enough, and especially in this heat, we need to bring that up. Hydration is key. We're going to refeed you this Saturday. So what we're going to do is just increase the carbohydrates with your normal sources. So we shouldn't really bloat from this, but it's just going to give you that energy and get rid of any hunger, basically. Okay, so that is the majority of check-ins done. It's now 1 o'clock, so I am starving, so I needed to come and get some food. So I'm going to take you through my meal too. I'm going to kind of chef it up, and then I'll talk about it afterwards. So let's go. So guys, as you would have just seen, so I've just kind of prepped my white potato. So I've just chopped up 2 portions, so I'll have this meal twice per day. Okay, so obviously on a rest day, the potato is slightly lower amounts than what I would have on a training day. The chicken, so I always batch cook my chicken. I do it on the barbecue, it is banging. So I've got obviously this massive Tupperware of chicken. So I normally prep about 2 kilos of chicken, and then all I do is just weigh out what I need for each meal, whack it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes, and then it's done. So I'm just cooking the potato in the air fryer. I've got the second portion for later, just kind of chilling on the side in some water. So that'll be ready for this evening's meal. But just got to wait for the potato to be done in the air fryer, 20 minutes, and then we're just going to reheat the chicken once it's nearly done, and then we're going to plate it all together. Okay guys, so there we have it. Meal 2, 280 gram of white potato, 165 gram of chicken breast, and then a shit ton of lettuce for that fiber, just to kind of bulk out the meal. Okay, so calories for this meal are 475. Okay, we've got 49 grams of protein, 48 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fats, and that is that. So that is my meal 2. So it's slightly less potato than I would normally have. I normally have 315 gram on a training day. Obviously it's a rest day, we're not training, so the food is just a tiny bit lower than normal, nothing drastic. But that is my meal 2. So I'm going to box this off, and then I'm going to finish the rest of my work off, and then I'll take you through my next meal afterwards. Next meal is meal 3. Super easy meal. It takes literally 2 minutes, so I'm going to take you through it now. So all we have is 165 grams of chicken breast again that I've already prepped, and then we're using packet rice, so we're only using half a packet here, so 125 gram. Literally whack this in the microwave for 2 minutes and it's done. Super easy meal here. Yeah guys, so as you can see, another high protein meal. So this meal comes to 436 calories. Macros: 47 protein, 37 carb, 10 fats. Okay, so as you can see, protein is in every meal. It's very hot today. I'm sweating, but I'm going to get this meal down, put it in pink salt, and then I've just got some calls this evening, some consultation calls, and then Ivy is back from her grandma's, so daddy-daughter time after that. But yeah, this is my chicken and rice meal. When people say that they haven't got time to cook, this meal is super easy if you prep your chicken like I do, and then literally just packet of rice, 2 minutes, reheat, no time at all, no excuses to miss a meal. You just got to be prepared. Like, I run my own business, I've got clients, I'm a dad, so my life is busy, I haven't got time to be cooking every meal, so reheating meals like this makes it super easy to stay on track. Right guys, so I've just finished off all my work now. I had some consultation calls which were great. Now we're sitting down for the last meal. So my meal 4 was the second portion of the chicken and white potato. So that one was 315 gram of white potato, 165 gram of chicken. So that was 504 calories. I'll pop the macros up here. This last meal now, so meal 5, is just a little pre-bed meal. Okay, so it's a little snack. As you can see, You've got strawberries in there, I don't know how well you can see that. But this meal is literally just fat-free Greek style yogurt and obviously 50 grams of strawberries. So this meal is literally just 152 calories, but it's still got, so in this Greek yogurt, there's still 18 grams of protein. So I'm still getting my protein fix just before bed as well. So as you can see in all of my meals, the protein is the staple. Still got a lot of carbs in, it's just my fats that are quite low with this macro split. But that is all my food today. So total food is, on a rest day, 2,199 calories. The macro split is 221 grams of protein, 217 grams of carbs, and 41 grams of fats. So that is all of my food on a rest day, and I'm still hungry. Okay, so normally people who've prepped before, they've probably done very low carb diets. I've done it before in the past where my carbs have been literally nothing and I just don't get on with it at all. Whereas Jason knows my body, he knows how I respond, and he knows I respond well to having carbs in pretty much every meal. This deep into prep, 3.5 weeks out, I've still got carbs in pretty much every meal. So he knows my body inside out, which is why I've been with him such a long time. But yeah, so I'm still hungry on all this food. It may seem like a lot to some people, but you got to remember, like in the off season when I was trying to gain weight and build strength, like my food was nearly 6,000 calories, 2 cheat meals a week. Now it's just this, so it's slowly come down. But the food's been literally like this for the past 5 weeks, and I've just been dropping. So we've not really changed too much in regards to food in the past like 4 or 5 weeks, which I'm happy about. But as my metabolism's got faster, I'm just hungry. Obviously the expenditure's gone up as well, the cardio's increased, but yeah, I'm getting hungry now. It's getting hard now, my energy's low, I am flagging. Since like the 5 week out point, it was, well, up until 5 weeks out is plain sailing, and now since like between 5 weeks out and now, it's got hard. My energy is low, it needs more. So we're in a bodybuilding prep, we need to get all the body fat off. So it is what it is for now. But yeah, that is my rest day food. A little bit of an insight into the coaching as well, which I've not really gone on at all in the previous video. The previous video was just about food. This one, we've gone into a little bit of the rest day food, what a standard kind of day is on a rest day, and my check-in day. Gone through a bit of the coaching process as well, with how I do my check-in day with my clients, and obviously gives you an insight as to that as well. So yeah, that is that. Videos coming up. We've got a podcast being released on a couple of days after this one gets released. So we've got the full podcast coming out, The Coach's Couch, which is me and 2 other coaches. We've also got a push session recorded. It was a bit of like a day in the life with the podcast and the push session. So that's gonna be coming as well. Just waiting for the videographer to finish editing that. So we've got the podcast coming, we've got a push session coming, going obviously leading into the show. We obviously are going to do a peak week diet, so the week before, show day vlog, and then going forward after my show. So I'm really knuckling down on this YouTube, so I'm going to keep it up because I'm going to go all the way into my show, and then after my show I'm going to take you through the whole off-season process as well. So as my food gets high, we're going to go through all of that. I've got a videographer coming on full-time, so we're going to make this like hopefully like a weekly or a bi-weekly thing. So there's videos coming out every week or every 2 weeks potentially, but that's the plan of action. So we've got a videographer coming on. We're going to get a lot more training footage. And obviously, as we're going to off-season, we're going to off-season food, all that sort of stuff, day in the life. I'm going to do probably shopping trip as well. So just for like the meals I buy and what I get for the shopping trips. So yeah, we're having a big push on the YouTube. I'm going to keep it up, and a bit of the vlogging, bit of the videographer, blend that all together. So hopefully we have a video every week or every 2 weeks going forward. So very exciting times. But yeah, I'm gonna get this meal down me because I am starving, and then I'm gonna get to bed ready for pull in the morning. It will be. So yeah, and then we're going to check in, potentially have a refeed on the weekend. Fingers crossed, but we'll see. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed. Obviously this video has been not as exciting as the last one, but it's just an insight on a rest day and my standard coaching day. So it's pretty straightforward. It might be pretty boring on video because it's just work and food. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any coaching inquiries, drop me a message or message me on Instagram, or you can go to my website www.trainbylee.com. My Instagram handle is trainbylee_, so make sure you drop me a follow on there as well. But yeah guys, like, subscribe, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.